2021, why did you click on this video? Did you do it to validate your pre-existing opinion of Hunt Showdown being one of the most
underrated, criminally underrated,
the most underrated,
hugely underrated survival game?
Or maybe you clicked because you wanted to see some meme canon material.
Nutcracker!
Maybe you've been watching Hunt from a distance for years, and now you're finally thinking about jumping in. After all, it's not a real battle royale, right? Right, well, sort of right. It's the only pseudo-battle royale game that I find tolerable. Most of them are trite. Land here, hope you find something. Never mind, you're dead. Start over, land here, great gun, run in an open field like an idiot, get one-tapped. Start over, land here, slay your pathetic, inferior opponents, carve through your enemies, hear the lamentations of their women and children. Final circle, victory royale.
Whoa.
Well, Hunt is different. It's way better than those other stupid games. You don't die immediately in this game.
What?
Well, at least you can fight mobs if you're feeling bad about your Okay, but not all games of Hunt are brutal, self-esteem ravaging life lessons about pushing hard when you should be pulling back. It's true, Hunt is an unforgiving game, but it's like an instrument. When you first play it, it's strange, foreign, and it's annoying. People want to hurt you because you're hurting their ears when you play it. Then you learn to play it better. You start to learn chords, how not to die in the bayou. Things change. It takes a long time, but eventually you can become both proficient with an instrument and proficient in your hunts. Maybe people will even want to watch you. Or not. What is Hunt? Well, approximately 7 million other videos have answered this question, but let's see if we can summarize it in 30 seconds. Ancient guns, Louisiana bayou swamps. You're a hunter, solo, duoed, or trioed. Lots of undead, gross, loud, obnoxious sounds everywhere. Find 3 clues in scattered abandoned compounds to find the big bad evil boss. Kill it, take its leftovers from extraction, get out. But also, you and 11 other people are in the same game, hunting quietly, waiting to strike. Every sound you make is a calculated risk. Play smart, move quickly, but silently, or else you're dead. Survive, and you get to keep your hunter. Buy perks, new weapons, lose them, start over. Welcome to the bayou.
get the.
There's more, I think. Bounty.
Oh.
Two left. Right there. Yep. I'm gonna throw down that.
So the question remains, is Hunt Showdown worth it in 2021? Well, listen here. If you aren't convinced to go get this game immediately based off of my amazing kill montage, go watch this video for a more in-depth look at Hunt Showdown and the atmosphere of the game. It's easily one of the most atmospheric and visually stunning games that I've played. But maybe you still aren't convinced. Maybe you're worried about a smaller title holding onto its player base. That's legitimate. Maybe you aren't convinced the learning curve will be worth it. Also fair. That's why I gave up on Tarkov. Maybe you think Crytek could drop development at any moment, and now you're out $40. Maybe you're the kind of person who is persuaded not by emotional tugs of competitive PvP mayhem, but instead you need cold hard facts. Anecdotes mean nothing to you. You want numbers, data, evidence. Well, let's get specific then. First, let's look at the health of the game and check the pulse. Hunt was released out of early access to both PC and Xbox in September 2019, with a PS4 release date the following year in February 2020. During early access, Hunt was averaging roughly 1,500 players monthly, with a peak at 14,003 players. Those 3 players really mean a lot to us, don't they? Early access was up and down, but since version 1.0, Hunt has steadily grown in player base. Hunt averaged around 5,000 players up until fall of 2020, and since then, Hunt has increased monthly by 19%. 15%, 3.8%, and the February numbers are increasing as of this video, peaking at 16,523 players in November of 2020. Now, I'm no statistician, but I see a couple of takeaways here. First, these are Steam PC numbers. I don't know what the numbers look like on Xbox or PS4 since they don't release these publicly, but I've been told and have read that queue times on console are similar to PC queue times, maybe a little bit longer. That sounds pretty good to me. PC queue times are nearly immediate unless you queue into quick play or the specific bounty hunt mission. Second, if I told you, hey look, these numbers are only going to go up between October 2020 and February 2021, so that means we're going to keep going up. That's sort of not a true statement. One, because who knows what's going to happen in the next few months. I mean, nothing crazy happens these days, right? But two, because Hunt average players increased 1 year ago as well, similar to what we are seeing since October of 2020. So it's sort of a trend to the growth of the game around the fall and winter seasons. That said, I have good reason to believe Hunt will only continue to grow. To help aid my point, let's look at history. Hunt has been a constant presence for Crytek for quite a while. Of course, Crytek isn't solely focused on Hunt. Crysis Remastered flopped tremendously on release, and we do know Crytek is working on other projects, but there's a clear emphasis on Hunt development. But Crytek has also continued to release DLC Hunter skins and gun skins. But probably the most exciting thing we've seen has been events and Twitch drops. This previous Halloween, we got a juicy, pumpkin-themed spooky event with sweet Halloween gear to boot. Then around Christmas, a delicious delicacy of devilishly diabolical Christmas-themed skins and drops. And of course an Ebenezer Scrooge Hunter skin. You can see, even in the Steam charts, that it's likely these events have boosted the player base significantly. And finally, and most importantly, when we consider the health of the game, skins and DLC are nice, but if the game never changes, what's the point? Well, initially I had written a nice section in this video to talk about all the new updates Hunt has seen since launch, but Crytek actually put out a video covering all those changes, so I don't have to. That's what you're seeing in the background right now. Tons of quality of life changes and tons of new content to further vary gameplay. I'd also written a section of this video to discuss the rumors of upcoming changes to ammo in the newest Hunt patch. Well, again, Crytek has already released a live stream covering the awesome new variations to ammo, new weapons, and more. It's this commitment to the game and refreshing the gameplay that speak to the overall health of Hunt Showdown. So knowing Crytek is clearly devoted to the game, we need to address the other elephant in the room. If you're still wondering if Hunt is worth it in 2021, it's clear you're only thinking about one thing. What's the new player experience like? And what's it like when you play the game for the very first time? Listen, I come from a family of hard, unforgiving games. That's my bias. Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Rainbow Six Siege, Halo 2 on Legendary, baby girl. For whatever reason, the pain and punishment of getting smashed over and over again is invigorating to me. These are the kind of games that I just adore. I'm not sure why. I also love PvP games, and I love outsmarting my opponents and beating them to a bloody pulp. It's a dopamine rush unlike any other. These are the two big reasons I continue to come back to Hunt. But you might not like hard punishing games, and you might not like PvP games that much. For me, the learning curve of Hunt was worth my time exploring, unlike some other games. This meant I was a crouch-walking child in my early times with the game. I wouldn't play it often because, frankly, it scared me, and I was unsettled. Getting shotgunned by an enemy player in the bushes that you had no idea was there, well, that's terrifying. Further, if you die, you lose everything you brought with you on the hunt. If you can stomach the pain of searing loss, then perhaps you'd enjoy Hunt. You'd get used to playing smartly, learning to avoid death, taking risks only when you must, and then learning from your mistakes when you inevitably fail. But how does Hunt keep you engaged? There's no battle pass, none of that kind of thing. Well, as you play, you'll level up your bloodline rank. As you level, you'll unlock new weapons, tools, perks. And as you use those weapons, you'll unlock variations on those guns. So for example, start with a Winnie rifle. Now you can use a silenced Winnie. Now you can use a Winnie with a scope. Now you can use a Winnie that's smaller and a bit more unwieldy, but it allows you to take a bigger gun alongside it. Once you hit level 100, you can choose to prestige, which gives you the option to start the grind from the beginning, rewarding you with extra hunt bucks, an XP boost for your new prestige run, or a legendary hunter gun or tool that you'll get to keep and reuse for the rest of your time playing Hunt. Very pretty. It's this simple progression system that keeps me engaged in the game. I love each new prestige run. It forces me to try new weapons that I've never given a chance before. It rewards me with a shiny new legendary weapon. And for me, it's always worth prestiging from my perspective. Of course, you could just stick it out at level 100 and run whatever weapons you want. No problem. It's up to you. For me, it's the satisfaction of the gunplay, mixed with the satisfaction of trying new guns when prestiging, coupled with the devotion for the game that Crytek seems to share. It's these reasons that make me believe Hunt has its best days ahead. There's never been a better time to jump into the bayou. The player base is increasing, big patches are on the way, and Hunt makes for such a unique experience that I can't imagine a world where this game dies anytime soon. But I can imagine a world where my hunter dies, many times. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more content like this and check out my other videos. I do video essays and likely will be producing hunt guides in the future. If you're looking for people to play with, check out our Discord as we're starting to grow a thriving hunt community. Thank you for watching.